there was no attachment to anything. It was just being present in that moment and letting everything flow. Just complete surrender, complete trust. It was, words don't really describe it. The clearest I can put it in words is that I just felt ancient.
If you call to it, it'll call you in, for sure. Yesterday, this week, I've been feeling it calling me in. I'm going, Ayahuasca Saturday, but I've got all these other things planned. I'm like, okay, it's calling me, whatever. And it's coming. And even this morning, like I was getting ready, I could taste it in my throat. It's like, okay. Me and Angel were driving here just going, well, it's definitely like that. You know, we've kind of decided whether to go or stay, but if she calls you in, she calls you in. It's time for this to go out there. Really.
I'm just trying to remember how it began.
There's been a few times when the opportunity has almost eventuated and it hasn't quite come to fruition. So this is the first time that everything's aligned for this ceremony to take place today. So I've decided to come along.
And I came fairly spontaneously, with a friend who told me she was coming yesterday, and it just seemed fitting.
I've experimented with other drugs, but I'm really interested in the idea of using drug taking as a ritual to achieve spiritual growth.
It's a bit of a psychological fix for me, in a way, going out to the bush and taking a psychotropic drug of some sort.
I've always been quite terrified of feeling sick and not being able to sort of control that sickness. But when someone presents me with this opportunity to take a drug that is meant to make you purge, it somehow seems like the right thing for me to do.
I think it's all substance, whether it be a tree or food or coffee or whatever. It's all what substances we happen to put ourselves in composition to. And this is just one of those.
The Daime is two plants together, very organic, like plants of power, and there is no contraindication. It's very, very pure. It's very healthy. As Maurílio told us, my two daughters are drinking for a long, long time too. And they are very fine, very sweet.
I don't really know how they're going to kind of time that's still yet to be experienced.
I'm just trying to remember how it began. Oh, there were lots of people wandering in late. It's always late. And so as people walking in, the main dude,
Yeah, I'm drinking for 20 years.
he was giving us a sort of introduction to things. He said there would be vomiting. He said that people shouldn't leave like we've left right now. He said that
if you know
we're in it
what
together.
is Daime, only just if you know what is Daime, if you know in the ceremony, it's okay. You drink alone. I drink
as
alone.
you like,
Give
yeah.
for some people sick in the bed, né?
Yeah.
If you give.
Everybody can do it, but people beginning to drink and not know how to use the Daime, it's better not drink alone.
And Rolando passed around a glass that he filled individually for each person in front of them. He filled it from a plastic bottle full of this brown liquid, and you drank it. And it tasted like, well, now it tastes like vomit. Yes, so some people were vomiting in buckets, some people were vomiting in the toilets. And then everyone sat down and we sort of meditated. I did notice that Rolando had the giggles. Everyone was pretty silently meditating. And then I don't know if I'm still experiencing over more in my head. Vomited. But I still understand. It's really beautiful. I don't really understand. I haven't seen any visions. No. No. But maybe I have. But there's music. What's that? Maybe we should sing. See.
The sensation I have with the Daime is to lose the gravity and to forget myself too. So, but another question. The Daime talks very softly, very sweet in your ears. The things you need is the reason the word Daime, meaning give me. So Daime luz, give me light. Daime wisdom, Daime sabedoria, Daime amor, give me love.
And was just completely content to be there in that rhythm, in that harmony.
It's beautiful. It just takes you right back home.
Just everything is just perfection. You know, everything's just totally beautiful in the way that it should be.
Just in this space, I am.
10 years ago, hardly anyone knew about ayahuasca, and now it's come out into the West a lot more, and I guess it's just the plant coming through. It's got an ulterior motive going on here, like it's time to intervene. Humans need help, the world needs help. Get in their mind, get them to see. Maybe then they'll change.
The main force of this universe is our mind.
If you receive some strong energy,
To attract the good vibration and to expand the good vibration through the whole
very
universe.
important. This feeling is very important. The feeling you receive it and you
The reason there.
the work started.
To spread the light,
You prepare one place for receiving and it expand.
expand the
This
light.
is something that work.
You